Well, how you doing? Viewer? Man, this gonna be one I'm gonna have to take my time with because I don't want you to be misunderstood about this video. For you first time viewers, you ready to go for a ride? I'm gonna take you for a ride on this one. And for the ones who already know my story, well, this is the one right here. This is definitely the one that's gonna pull everybody's whole card. For real. Man, I gotta do this one, y'all. I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of haters out there, but you know what? I ain't wearing this brown for nothing. Fuck you. Real talk. Now that I got that out the way, I gotta start it off with God. For real, for real. And the color purple. Now, if you were to go to your Bible, I don't have a King James Bible. Sorry, I ain't playing basketball. Man, you know, when I went to prison for something I didn't do, that was college really, really, really for me. I learned a lot. I read my Bible from front to back for the first time in my life at the age of 41. Maybe 42, because I went twice. Yeah, it was 42. It's really messed up. My story is the color purple, but it's not supposed to be a good ending. Because if you go to John 19:2, it says, we're going to start at 19:1. Then Pilate ordered that Jesus be taken away and whipped. The soldiers made a crown from thorny branches and put it on his head. Then they put a purple robe around him. Now, keep in mind the color purple, okay? They put a purple robe around Jesus. They kept coming up to him and saying, "Hail to the King of the Jews." And they hit him in the face. Again, Pilate came out and said to the Jewish leaders, "Look, I am bringing Jesus out to you. I want you to know that I find nothing I can charge him with." Then Jesus came out wearing the crown of thorns and the purple robe. Pilate said to the Jews, "Here is the man." When the leading priests and the Jewish guards saw Jesus, they shouted, "Kill him on the cross! Kill him on the cross!" But Pilate answered, "You take him, nail him to a cross yourself. I find nothing I can charge him with." And then, for all you church people out there, you already know what happened to Jesus. They nailed him to the cross with that purple robe. Okay? Now, it's so much to say, so little time. But if I got to do 4 of these videos, I'm going to do 4 of them to get it all out. Now, the color purple supposed to represent something special in my life. I took it as me and my foster sister, Kim Redmond. She stays down south. She has a couple of kids. She was my foster sister in Chicago. But she moved down south with the family, and I ended up breaking apart from the family. Now, she and I grew up for a couple of years together, and I really tried to protect her because she was like a timid person, whereas I was more, you know, of what you see today. I wasn't taking no shit, put it like that. You understand what I'm saying? So I fought for both of us. But she would lie and lie and lie and lie and lie and lie and lie to my foster mother. Whereas I wouldn't lie as much. You understand what I'm saying? Because I believe in telling the truth. You understand what I'm saying? And as a result, people take advantage of people that tells the truth. So I said that to say this. Now, when I gave my story to Miss Oprah Winfrey in 1986 about me being a foster child and an abused child, I only went to her because I knew we would have a long-standing relationship, because we are like the modern day Harriet Tubman and Sojourner Truth. Or for you guys, because I don't discriminate, we are like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. You understand what I'm saying? And I know this. Oprah knows it. Everybody knows this. But because I'm a female, she's a female, people are finding it real hard to do the right thing. Whereas I just do it. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know in the end, my haters are going to have to address me. Now, with that said, I gave Oprah my story in 1986. Okay? Because in 84, I was at this place called Vision Quest. And man, I had a hard time with the program when I first got there. I was very rebellious, but in the end, I became the first girl head teamster ever a part of the program. But there's a lot of things about the program I did not like. And one in particular is this guy named Rick that used to work there with the kids, the teenagers. He was real hard on them. And one time he was real hard, and I knew I was about to leave the program, and I couldn't take it no more. And I said, one day I'm gonna write a book and tell people about this place. He was real hard on this teenage boy. I don't know what color the boy was. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know his name. I can't remember none of that. All I know is I said that, and the look on Rick's face when I said it. Now, Rick was a white guy, and black people or brown people or people of color, when a white person look at you a certain way, you done fucked up. And I was 17 years old at the time, and I looked at that man. I was like, damn, I fucked up. But I left the program, and I went to live with my sister in Chicago on the South Side, and I still wanted to get my story out, but I didn't know how I can go about it without, getting into a whole lot of trouble. So I just kind of dropped a little piece on Oprah, my child abuse rap that I wrote about myself as a child abuse victim, and I sent it to her, and she sent me some copy, letter back that she sent probably to everybody, talking about, well, we won't be able to use it right now, but we'll get back with you if we do use it. And I knew it was a lie, because believe me, I knew the look on that white man Rick's face. He had already planned my demise. You understand what I'm saying? So when I got to Chicago from Franklin, Pennsylvania, I already knew that people knew who I was. Now, at 17 years old, you don't expect a person to know as much. But if you were to ask my sister, my older sister, I stayed locked up in my room for a long time. And I had to come up with some kind of plan, in order to get up out that situation that I stuck my foot in. You understand what I'm saying? Because I knew I had a gift and that I am the modern day Harriet Tubman, whether people want to believe it or not. Okay? And I had to go around a different way than I wanted to go in order to get my story out. So I opened my story, and as a result, she's been pimping my story since 1986, okay? And, I expected that because when you new and don't know a whole lot, and people are so much advanced, and let's put it like this, when the white man already picks out who he wants to be in his circle, and you are the one that he don't want, but he do want your story, it's like David and Goliath. You know what I'm saying? For real. It's like you want to be heard, but they think you're not qualified, but you know in your heart you can beat the person that's trying to stop you. I'm David. Oprah and her machine is Goliath. Even my city, Chicago, Goliath. So I'm going up against a whole army of people who don't want to see me make it. But at the same time, I'm whooping their motherfucking ass. And they can't take it. You know why? Because I am. With the grace of God and certain individuals out there that know who I am for real and knows what's going on with me. Somehow or another, things just seem to fall in place, whereas it tends to work out for me to a great degree. And I ain't bragging, I'm just saying it is what it is. And I appreciate all the ones out there that's praying for me, because I know prayer changes things. And the devil want me to believe that I'm alone in all this and that I can't beat the machine. But I can beat the machine. I've beaten the machine. I just haven't gotten recognition from them. So what I did, I put my own story out there, and everybody in Chicago know who I am, but they want to play like they don't, because, like somebody once told me, they got to eat. And I understand that. I respect that. And when my time comes, they're going to continue to eat, because that's what I do. I feed people. And that's why I gave people my best to the best, because I knew Oprah was the type of person, without even knowing her back in 1986, that she was the type of person with drive and ambition that would go to any length to be better than me. I knew I couldn't be her, but I knew she'd go out her way to be me or beat me. It's just a vibe I had, because first of all, the white man ain't gonna put no black person, especially a woman, above a Caucasian woman and make her better than a Barbara Walters, somebody that Oprah looked up to all her life, unless it was a plan to deceive the public. And that plan is to make sure they get all they can out of me, Mary Lee Davis, aka Maere-Mak, and deceive you, the public, especially black and brown people, to stop the movement that Martin Luther King implemented back in the day with his I Have a Dream speech that turned into I Have a Nightmare, for real. And the nightmare is on us. And as you continue to listen to me and detail my story, this is going to be part 1. And part 2 is coming. And if anybody knows Oprah, tell her this is the time you need to pay attention. And all you haters out there, you too. Because at this point, I don't even care no more. For real. You got to do what you got to do to me. And that's just the bottom line. For real. Because I'm going to heaven one way or another. And you can't stop that.